Hey, what is up? It's Jim. I'm back with another Tiller tip, and this week we are talking about suffering. Isn't that everyone's favorite topic? Maybe mine, honestly. It's probably what I talk about the most because, after all, I am a suffering guy. Yeah, I'm actually really excited. Today is the 4 year anniversary of my first book coming out, The Suffering Guy. The title I never wanted. Like, how great is that? Really proud of this project. Spoiler alert, I'm not the suffering guy. That's Jesus. He's the suffering guy. And because of him, I can be a suffering guy. It's an epic ending. You just have to read it. But yeah, to know that that's been around for 4 years. And if you are watching this nowish, May 1st, 2025, this week, the next 5 days, the Kindle version is free. So I would love for you to download it and check it out if you haven't. Maybe download it a few hundred times. That would be helpful. Like and review. I don't know. That stuff's great. But one of the things that I talk about in The Suffering Guy obviously is about suffering, but there's this verse, these few verses, Romans 5:3-5, that says this. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope, and that hope does not put us to shame. And man, a while ago when Alicia first got sick, 3 months into her married life, I would read that verse or hear that verse and it would like instantly make me mad because it's like there is nothing to be hopeful about, let alone like rejoicing in my suffering. Like there's just no way. Like I think this is just a lot of bunk. And I think what helped me change my perspective over the years was realizing that this sort of felt like a pathway, like suffering, endurance, character, and then hope. And, I like where that pathway ends. It just feels really hard to get there. But if that's a pathway, there's got to be another path. There's got to be another option. There's probably several, but I proposed in the book that there was this other pathway that I had started walking down, and that looked like suffering produces bitterness, and bitterness produces doubt, and doubt definitely produces hopelessness, and that hopelessness does put us to shame. I'll let you read more in detail for yourself. Once again, it's free, so no loss there. But I think that this path towards hopelessness is actually the path of least resistance. I think it's just really easy to walk this path. Like you can do it alone. Being isolated is very helpful for bitterness and doubt. And man, I was trying to go it alone, especially early on when Alicia was suffering and just like not thriving, and it was very scary. I was suffering. Like I definitely went it alone, and I found myself pretty bitter. I found myself having a lot of doubts, but fortunately realizing that this was another pathway. The thing about the pathways is there's no cut throughs. Like I can't go from doubt to my character being built. Like I actually have to walk it back. And so that's what I've done over the years, is walk it back to suffering and say, okay, I don't like this, but maybe there's some things to rejoice, and maybe there's some guys that can hold my arms up when I'm weak and weary, and maybe I can begin to walk this pathway towards hope. And I've done that. Okay, I'm not heroic level, at least not at this point, but I've done it decently at least. And that's actually why I loved writing this book. Is I think sometimes we just need to know that something is possible. And if I've walked this path, if me, Jim Barnard, has like walked this path somewhat successfully, oh my gosh, you could too. Totally. Like I'm a complete knucklehead. You could do it as well. And so, I think, not doing alone, this, like I do this coaching, Tiller coaching, because I've wanted this, this whole time. I've wanted someone to walk with me, to walk this path. And now I get to help guys walk this path, and I love it. Please don't go it alone, man. Like, you can do this. You can experience hope, even though there's suffering. I just think that this is the starting place, that it's part of our human narrative. Suffering is going to happen. If you are not currently suffering, congrats. I'm pumped for you. Like, enjoy that to the max. But I promise you, you will suffer. 100% of us will suffer, at least at some point. And so in that suffering, what are you going to do? Which path are you going to walk? And I think coaching really helps guys, really helps couples, and hopefully someday will help women to walk this path towards hope, because there really is hope to be had. And that's what I want people to know, that it is possible. So that's the Tiller tip for today. If you're in suffering right now, there is hope to be had, and yeah, don't go it alone. So, hey, I appreciate you checking these out. As always, free subscriptions are great. I'm not keeping anything behind a paywall. I had a decent sized influx of subscriptions this week, subscribers, I should say, and so I'm grateful for that. I appreciate you guys, and I can't wait to see you next time. All right, I'll see you then.